In the quest to unlock the secrets of long life, researchers have identified specific regions of the world where people live significantly longer and healthier lives. These areas are called blue zones, a term first coined by Dan Buettner, a National Geographic Fellow. After extensive study, 5 main blue zones were officially recognized: Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, Icaria in Greece, and Loma Linda in California, USA. In these communities, people not only live longer, often surpassing 90 or even 100 years of age, but they also enjoy vibrant health and independence well into old age. What makes these places remarkable is not just genetic factors. Today, we will talk about healthy habits from Blue Introduction to Blue Zones, a life filled with purpose. One of the most powerful habits among Blue Zone residents is having a strong sense of purpose. In Okinawa, this concept is known as ikigai, meaning a reason to live, and in Nicoya, Costa Rica, it is called plan de vida, or life plan. Having a purpose extends life expectancy by several years, according to researchers. People with a clear reason to wake up in the morning tend to be more resilient, proactive, and connected to their communities. This sense of purpose often comes from simple, meaningful activities such as taking care of family, engaging in hobbies, contributing to the community, or practicing a craft. It reminds us that a fulfilled life is not just about achieving personal success, but also about ongoing engagement with life's deeper meanings. Natural and gentle daily movement. Unlike modern cultures that often associate fitness with rigorous gym workouts, residents of blue zones incorporate natural movement into their daily lives. Physical activity is an unavoidable part of daily living rather than an isolated effort. For example, Sardinians walk steep hills daily, Okinawans tend their gardens, and Icarians engage in traditional farming. These regular, low-intensity movements help maintain physical fitness, cardiovascular health, and muscle strength. Movement is naturally woven into their routines through walking, cooking, cleaning, gardening, and manual labor, eliminating the need for structured exercise programs. This approach demonstrates that consistent, moderate activity over a lifetime is more effective than occasional bursts of strenuous exercise. Plant-based and whole food diets. Diet plays a critical role in the longevity seen in blue zones. Across all 5 regions, people consume predominantly plant-based diets rich in vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and whole grains. Meat is eaten sparingly, typically only a few times a month. In Okinawa, the diet includes sweet potatoes, tofu, and a variety of green leafy vegetables. In Icaria and Sardinia, diets are based on seasonal vegetables, beans, and locally produced olive oil. Meals are prepared from scratch using fresh, minimally processed ingredients, ensuring that they are high in nutrients and low in harmful additives. Additionally, blue zone diets feature significant consumption of beans, such as chickpeas, lentils, and black beans, which provide a vital source of fiber and protein. A commitment to natural foods over processed foods is a universal habit among these populations. The practice of hara-hachi-bu. Unique to Okinawa is the principle of hara-hachi-bu, which means eating until you are 80% full. This habit prevents overeating and reduces calorie intake without the need for strict dieting. The Okinawans traditionally say this phrase before meals as a reminder to stop eating once they feel satisfied but not stuffed. Calorie moderation is a critical aspect of longevity, as studies have shown that reducing caloric intake while maintaining nutrient density can extend lifespan and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Blue Zone residents tend to eat their smallest meals in the late afternoon or early evening and refrain from late-night snacking, giving their digestive systems time to rest and heal overnight. The power of strong social connections. The common thread among Blue Zone communities is the presence of strong social networks. In Okinawa, small social groups called moas form lifelong circles of support that offer emotional, financial, and practical help. In Sardinia, close-knit family structures ensure that the elderly remain integral members of the community. Similarly, in Loma Linda, faith-based groups provide a supportive community. Having strong, positive relationships not only increases happiness but also reduces stress, a known risk factor for many chronic illnesses. Social interaction fosters a sense of belonging and purpose and provides essential emotional support during times of stress or hardship. Faith, spirituality, and religious involvement. Faith and spirituality also play a significant role in Blue Zone lifestyles. Many centenarians in these regions participate regularly in spiritual practices or belong to religious communities. For instance, residents of Loma Linda are predominantly Seventh-day Adventists who observe the Sabbath, emphasizing rest, community, and spirituality. In Sardinia and Icaria, regular attendance at church services and religious festivals fosters spiritual well-being and social connectedness. Spiritual practices provide people with coping mechanisms for life's stresses and help instill a sense of peace, forgiveness, gratitude, and hope. Studies have found that people who engage in regular spiritual practices live longer and report better mental health compared to those who do not. Stress reduction and slower pace of life. Despite varying cultures and geographies, all Blue Zone communities have developed effective routines for managing and reducing stress. While stress is an unavoidable part of life, chronic stress is linked to numerous health problems, including heart disease, depression, and autoimmune disorders. Blue Zone residents counteract stress in different ways. Okinawans take a few moments daily to remember their ancestors. Icarians take afternoon naps, and Adventists in Loma Linda find solace in prayer and nature walks. These intentional practices help to lower cortisol levels and promote relaxation. The slower, more mindful pace of life in Blue Zones also means that residents are less rushed and have more time to enjoy simple pleasures, contributing to their long-term physical and mental health. Moderate alcohol consumption, especially wine. Another interesting observation from Blue Zones is the moderate and mindful consumption of alcohol, particularly wine. In Sardinia and Icaria, people often enjoy a glass of wine daily, typically during meals and always with friends or family. The wine, especially varieties rich in polyphenols like Cannonau wine from Sardinia, offers antioxidant benefits that may contribute to cardiovascular health. However, alcohol consumption is never excessive. It is moderate, celebratory, and socially integrated. This pattern suggests that moderate drinking in the context of strong social bonds and a healthy diet might contribute positively to longevity, though it's worth noting that those who do not drink are not encouraged to start for health reasons. A life closely connected to nature. Living close to nature is another defining feature of Blue Zone lifestyles. Residents often live in rural or semi-rural environments where they interact daily with the natural world. Gardening is a common activity, particularly in Okinawa and Nicoya, providing both physical exercise and a source of fresh, organic food. Spending time outdoors has been shown to improve mood, reduce stress, and boost vitamin D levels, all of which contribute to overall health and longevity. The connection to the land instills a deep respect for the environment and the natural rhythms of life, encouraging behaviors that support both personal and planetary health. Lessons we can apply today. The habits observed in Blue Zones offer powerful insights into how lifestyle choices affect longevity and quality of life. Although cultural and environmental factors differ, the fundamental principles, moving naturally, eating wisely, cultivating purpose, reducing stress, prioritizing family and community, practicing spirituality, and staying close to nature, can be incorporated into modern life anywhere. Making small, incremental changes in these areas can significantly enhance health outcomes. It is not about radical transformations, but about sustainable lifestyle patterns that prioritize well-being over convenience and instant gratification in zones where people live longest. The remarkable longevity observed in the world's Blue Zones is not due to miraculous genes or expensive medical treatments, but to everyday habits and cultural practices that emphasize balance, purpose, community, and respect for natural living. These regions remind us that living well into our 90s and beyond while maintaining vitality and joy is within reach when we align our lives more closely with time-tested principles of health and well-being. As we face growing challenges with chronic diseases and mental health issues in modern society, looking to the wisdom of the Blue Zones offers not only hope but a practical roadmap for healthier, happier, and longer lives. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay glowing with Glowdian. See you in the next video.